What's up, Barbie?
What's up? I can't see anybody.
It's just you and me so far. We got 30 seconds till it really goes live on here.
Okay, cool. I'm like half on here. I'm half co-hosting with Moon. I'm everywhere right now.
Well, what's funny is me and Moon should have coordinated better, and I didn't know that you guys had the space plan. And I was like, oh shoot, bro, you guys all want to coordinate? And he's like, oh well, Barbie's hosted with me and Avini, and we got some project coming in. I was like, oh dude, you can't move all that to stream.
Yeah, but not only that, he said it was at 4 and then he said it was at 5. So I was so confused. I was like, yeah, I can hop up and like come in your stream for a little bit and like just go back and forth. At 5:30, I have another thing as well. Just give me 1 second here.
No, you're good, Barbie. Everybody's just joining in.
And it's going to be
okay. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna share around this link a little bit here too. Do us a favor, guys. Repost this stream. Engage in the comments. Say what's up. I got a few cool projects and a bunch of really cool people coming on. And what's awesome is it's cool. I've actually met Barbie in person at Bitcoin Vegas, but we got a few other homies that I've met in person and haven't met in person. Now it's cool to see people on the stream and on screen and just know who we're talking to and stuff. But I do this every day at this time. So, we show up daily. So you don't have to, but you probably should. Otherwise, you're going to miss some of the alpha. Make sure
I didn't know you do this every day.
Dude, I just started it this week.
Oh, okay. I love it. I'm here for it. I love live streaming. I think it's so much better than Spaces, in my opinion. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe I just like to look at myself.
Yeah. No, I'm with it. I like the live stream too, just because we got DCA. All the ladies are showing up. What's good, DCA? All the ladies are like, let me get on the live stream. But I like the live stream too, just because I guess we're jumping into it. No real intro, guys. But the one thing I really like about I like about Clubhouse when it was first introduced, and then like Spaces was back in the day, and just even like a few years ago on the internet, you could bullshit your way through a lot, and it'd be tough to catch because you could take all the time in the world to respond. But then you see on like Spaces and stuff, like, dude, you got to respond like that. Otherwise, we see through your bullshit. And then I think like having people on camera, you just pick up on their mannerism and be like, they sound like they know what they're talking about. But something just seemed like BS right there to me. But yeah.
I definitely agree with you. That's one thing I think, especially just like with all the PvP stuff that's been going on for so long in Solana, I think everyone's kind of just over the hiding behind the PFP thing. And I think, when you live stream, it's like you said, you can see people's facial reactions when you ask them a question, like if you're talking to them, if you're having conversation, you get a little bit more of a feel than just a voice, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, we did kind of a fun opener on the morning show. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, I host a morning show every day, and then now we're doing a stream every day. And I like to find fun topics to start the convo with. And we had a fun one today. I'd like to hear from you two ladies on, since neither of you guys were in the beginning of the conversation today. But one thing, like I think South Park is some of the most intelligent humor on TV. And they had just been crushing conservatives. Like I'm a conservative, right? But I just think they do a good job of attacking everybody. But if you guys could pick anybody in crypto, a community, whatever, a person to turn into a South Park character or episode, who would you guys pick?
Wait. I got to turn someone into a South Park character? That's the question?
Yeah, who would you turn into a South Park character?
Jesus Christ. I don't know. Who hasn't been done? I feel like they've done everyone. They've done it.
It's got to be a crypto person, though.
A crypto person.
Or community.
I feel like I would love to see Tex Change Cash.
Dude.
Let's turn him into a South Park character.
Nobody said text this morning. And what's up, Nodis? Thanks for joining the convo,
hey,
bro.
Good
to finally see you.
Yeah, you too.
But Nobody said Tex this morning on who you would turn into a South Park character. And Tex is a walking South Park character. I met him in real life.
I feel like
I think
it. I feel like, you know, even though he's like not into like he doesn't show himself and whatever, I feel like, yeah, he's definitely someone who could like easily be turned into a character because he's got so much personality. Like we wouldn't even know what he would look like. Like he could just be like around. I mean, I've met him as well. I met him at BTC, but yeah, I hope he sees this.
Has Tex ever doxed himself on your streams, Barbie? So the funny thing about Tex is
and we do. Sorry.
I was gonna say Tex looked exactly how I pictured him in my mind. It's so funny. He's just a stereotypical Texan. So like I think he's just like he's a real like South Park character in his real life.
Yeah, when I did meet him, and you're right, he does look very much so like what you think he would look like. Yeah, he was very much so similar. But I just think it's so funny because yeah, he doesn't dox himself at all on my streams, and we host like he's in 3 of my shows a week, and he never doxes. Like he pisses my other co-host off all the time. He's like, don't talk. You don't even want to show yourself. It's like actually super funny. They get into little beefs about him not doxing.
That's great. Yeah, I've seen a couple of years, and I definitely want you to chill here in a second too and get the rundown of what you got going on because I think you got actually something super cool and unique, and that's one thing I'm really going to try to bring to these episodes is just continue to bring my friends and super cool unique stuff in. But let me check in with everybody else real quick, then we'll circle back to Barbie here. We'll hear her shill first today. She was the first one on. We reward punctuality around here. But let me throw it to the other lady, DCA. How you doing, DCA? And if you were going to turn anybody in crypto to a South Park character, who would it be?
Well, it's the Retardios.
Yeah.
Like their PFPs like are already like South Parky, and then like I don't even think that South Park has done like I don't know, I imagine it very similar to like those insane clown posse people.
Oh my god, you're so correct, and I'm loving that you brought this up. I'm sorry, I just had to jump in because I'm like, yeah, when you said Retardio, I'm like, yeah, that they basically already are South Park characters.
That would be a good episode. Mm-hmm.
That would be a good one. I could see a South Park episode with the Retardios, and like, oh, I guess like one kid at the school just starts a Retardio thing. The next thing you know, they're just all Retardios just going around trashing South Park and just destroying the city. And it's like it turns into a Retardio epidemic. I'd probably have Trump issue a national order.
Now. They're usually quick. They're on it now. It's been put into the world.
South Park's gonna run this one up. Dude, we've had some great South Park content created today, amongst our circle. But yeah, good to hear from you, DCA. We'll have you pitch DCA today too. That's another low cap that I'm bullish on that has some some unique stuff about it, and an easy pitch to the normies is one thing I love about it too. But let's throw it over the homie Nonies. First time coming on the stream. Good to finally see you, bro. How you doing, homie?
Doing good. Kind of finishing up my work day in real life, and yeah, had the chance to jump on before my next meeting, so I figured I should.
Oh, we appreciate you joining, bro. If you could pick anybody in crypto to be a South Park character, who would it be?
I go with Tally every time. Tally is the ultimate South Park character for me. So
Tully, man, who would he be? Who would play Tully?
Ooh, I'd have to get back to you on that one. Actually, I haven't thought that far ahead. I guess I could play Tally, actually.
Well, he might be the. We might have to throw a little shade at Tully. Not even shade, but just make it funny. Make him the principal, right? And make
there
the
we
principal
go.
of the high school. Chick, that'd be Tully. I feel like
that would be good.
That's a good one, man. Good to see you, Nonies. I think you said you might have a project or something you've been cooking up. If you want to show it, hear you. All good, homie. I'd love to hear. All right. Hear what you're working on, man. We never had a chance to talk about that, but
yeah, for sure.
we got another regular on the stream up here. This dude EAC has been on every single one, and I love the purple background. I'm actually in my kid's room today. He's got a friend over, so I'm letting him
Yeah,
play.
got the aliens in the back there.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
third
tight.
one. Like it was just when you join, you can there's an you go to options and you can throw any image on there. So oh yeah, there you go. Nice mansion. Yeah, bro, just here to support. Happy to be here. I'm trying to stream it out to get eyes on it, get eyes on your projects for sure, and DAC too. So happy to pull up and happy to see you guys and be here.
No, good to have you, man. I appreciate all the support. I didn't, I'm gonna drop some. Maybe, I don't know if you don't want me to drop your info about your big following on the other social media platform. I guess you're streaming it there, so it don't matter, right?
Yeah. So like I grinded LinkedIn for a while because I've been in sales, and what I liked about LinkedIn is like when someone follows you, you get their email, right? It's like it's better. So that's why I really grinded it. But for me, it never kind of like I learned kind of the hard way, but it's a learning lesson is that it's not the size of your list, it's the quality of your list. So when you're building a list of customers, it's people that actually like want to buy your products and pay attention to what you're doing and not the amount of people. So for LinkedIn, yeah, I do have like 27,000 followers, but well, I don't really know if they're into crypto. I hope so. Let's find out.
Well, it's funny. I low key built 5,000 followers on LinkedIn through crypto. And like, I wasn't even following it, but when I was posting heavy on Facebook, I just copy and paste my Facebook post. And then one day Clutch is like, yeah, you probably got some followers on LinkedIn. And I'm like, man, I might have a couple hundred. And I went and looked and I was like, dude, I got 5,000. And then I started scrolling people's posts and I was like, dude, these people really are into crypto. Now, like, I'll say on LinkedIn, it's a whole 100% different crowd than crypto Twitter and even TikTok. Me and DCA we're talking about TikTok. She has some cool stuff on there. She can drop that she's doing too throughout the episode. But I'll say it's a more educated and finance group and then you're going to come across on crypto Twitter. And then I'll also say that they want utility more, which it sounds kind of weird coming from somebody on crypto Twitter. But you have an easier sell with some kind of utility or something involved than just a flat out meme. But that being said, I am noticing more and more people are realizing that they're leaving money on the table by not being in memes on LinkedIn. So like that's kind of why like I've been streaming this to my LinkedIn. I'm happy you got yours because like everybody is talking about crypto in some capacity. Most people don't even know much about it. But if we can just tap in and educate them just a shot at a time, a dose at a time, I think we can go a long ways and onboard some people to all these projects that, are great for new people to get in and, get in on something low to where the risk reward is just asymmetrical. And, that's really what you want, especially when you're fresh in the space.
100%, man. More eyes, more buys. So like you streaming out to all platforms is exactly that.
Damn right, homie. Good to see you again, EAC. We got the homie Clutch up here. Clutch is my co-host on the morning show. We do damn near everything in crypto together and almost in real life at this point too. We do some stuff outside of crypto. I haven't talked about it on here yet, but we have a Bible study group that we do scripture study every Sunday on TG. If anybody is listening in from any other avenue, hit the comments or DM me on any platform, and I'll shoot you the link to get in there. A lot of people aren't going to talk about that type of stuff on here, but that's our lifestyle, so we talk about it. But Clutch, if you're around, what's good, homie? How you doing, bro? Clutch is probably on calls, closing deals. He's just out here for support right now. But no, good stuff, guys. I want to shill a little something I got first because it's going to be a quick shill, and then I'm going to throw it over to Barbie so we can hear what she's got going on at Hodl Date. And the rundown of her streams and stuff too. We can get in all that, and then we'll just cycle through the whole crowd here. But let me do it, and I'll try. And if any of you guys want to share your screen when you're talking about your stuff, feel free. Or if you want me to share and look up stuff for you, all good. But let me share my screen here right quick. So this is Moonit, and a lot of you guys on the stream probably aren't familiar with Moonit yet, but the the cool thing about Moonit is it's tied to 9gag. And 9gag is probably one of the biggest meme sites in the world right now on the internet, whatever, however you want to say it. But what happens is you post a meme to 9gag, and if your meme goes viral, it gets enough engagement, they have AI that automatically tokenizes it. So there's no dev, there's no launch supply. It's the fairest launch you can get. So I actually dropped this meme, the day before yesterday, and I just titled it "When You Need Help with Your Gambling," because the guy was on the phone. He's like, "Is this the hotline for gamblers?" And they're like, "Yes." And he's like, "When a 16 showing, do you split? Or at a 7 showing, and you got 16, do you hit?" And it's calling the Gamblers Anonymous hotline, just asking for gambling advice. And if we're in crypto, most of us are gamblers. So I feel like this is one that could resonate. I'm the first buyer on it. I got like 2% of supply. So it was a fair launch. Nobody bought for me. We talked about it on our morning show today. The rest of us got in. I was like, hey, let's since I got this low cap meme, the cap on is probably like 7K. Like you literally can't buy a lot, right? One Sol gets you a lot. One Solana gets you a lot. But if you if you want a meme that you can get on, it literally can't rug because there is no dev. I applied for the official CTO on it. You got to own 1%. And you got to fill out a thing proving you own it and all that stuff. I applied, so hopefully in 48 hours I have the CTO, and then I can use the creator fees to fund the project and push it. But this is a legit meme, and I think it's a funny meme in the space. It's called Gamble. You either got to buy it in your Juke wallet, look up Gamble. I'll drop the CA in the comments actually in a second. And or if you go to my X page at Dope Sales, DOPESAYLES. You can find it on my page. I'll pin the post right now, actually. And then if you go to Moonit, MOON.IT, you can find it on there. You guys can buy whatever you want, right? I wouldn't say put $10,000 in it because you don't need that much, but buy whatever you want. And I'm gonna work for our bags on this one. I think it's a fair chance to get a runner in the ecosystem. And I'll close it out at the end of the episode too for everybody else that might have missed it. But that's what I got. But let me throw it over to Barbie, because Barbie's got something really, really cool that is more than just a meme coin. So I wanna give you the floor for a bit, Barbie, to give us the rundown for those that don't know you, who you are, what brought you to crypto, and what is HODL Day? What are you working on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a handful of things in the pipeline right now that I'm really excited. I've sifted through a lot of stuff over the last couple of months, and the few things that I'm in on, like I've been running HODL Date, which is basically it's crypto dating. So we run spaces a couple times a week. Tonight we have one Thirsty Thursday. We just talk about adult stuff. It's totally degen hours. It starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then we do Spicy Sunday, same thing, 10 p.m. Eastern. But the more exciting episode, I think, the one that I'm really super proud to have brought to the space is Crypto Bachelorette. So it's called HODL Date Lover Rug. And basically, for this season 1, I'm the Bachelorette. So we started off with 10 gentlemen. So all guys that are in the crypto space, they all came. And then every week I've been eliminating one. So we go through cold conversations. We get to know each other. It's just like Bachelorette basically, but live stream just like this. And the cool part is instead of.
Are you for real going to marry the winner?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to marry them. Let's relax. But ideally, I have. I'm not going to lie at first, because I wasn't actually supposed to be the Bachelorette for season 1. So I kind of, the girl who was going to back out last minute. And so I was just okay, we got to run this anyways. We've got everything organized. And so, yeah, it's me. I'm the Bachelorette now. And so I'm not going to lie, these last few episodes, it's getting harder, because I'm oh, okay, I genuinely actually think you guys are great people. And I wasn't looking for a boyfriend per se, but now I'm maybe I'm going to end up with my Web3 husband. If I do, fantastic. It's really cool. But yeah, every week when we do elimination ceremony, we don't do it exactly like Bachelorette, but instead of us handing out roses, several different NFT projects sponsored us. So we give away NFTs instead of roses. So these guys are all getting, a little prize at the end. And that's, yeah, that's HODL date, and I'm pumped about it. This is season 1, so it's been a lot of like just figuring out how to do the production, seeing how things are gonna go, and if it's even a valid idea. And then yeah, it was it's going well. So
How many guys did you start with?
we started with 10. We were gonna start with 20, but again, it's just kind of like the girl backed out, so kind of had to push back like a month, and it was just a lot of stuff. So we ended up with 10, and then me, and then basically, yeah. So, but next season, I mean, now that we've executed this, we do have quite a few sponsors on board with us. Rumble, we are a Rumble pick, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so like we're just growing, we're building it. But next season, I really would love to have the ability to actually like almost like a Big Brother house for 30 days, like put everyone in a house and do like a live production. That's the ideal goal with that. So yeah, that's my one project I'm working on. And then I'm working on something else called Clown. And it's not my project, but I've started working with them. I'm a huge fan. It's basically a platform that it's ICP based. For now, they are looking at cross chain, but pretty much for people who want to be a like KOL or want to make money off their posts before being monetized on X, they can take some of the available allocation from different coins that sign up to the platform, and you can make content for them, and they'll pay you based on the quality of your content and the engagement that you get. So, and it's all live. So I'm like, currently I really started hammering in this week, and like I'm rolling up pretty fast. So it's a really cool opportunity to get into. It's essentially it's an influencer agency, almost like a temp agency. If you go for work and you want to find a temp job and just get something going without having to commit fully, it's something you can definitely do to make a couple of dollars with your engagement.
So I've seen you posting that, and I've meant to dig into it, but I just haven't had a lot of time to dig into it yet. But so they reward you based on like the content you're creating and stuff. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So actually, can I share my screen? I think I can.
Yeah. You can. I'm gonna have to approve it, but go ahead and start, and then like I'll just approve it.
Okay. Hang on here. Let's see.
I think if you click down below where you can see all of us, and it's like supposed to be like backstage.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Did I bring it out from?
Just oh, there we go. Or no,
You have it.
So if you click the presenter invite, then it should give you the option to.
Okay, I see here. What the heck? Is it showing to you guys or no? Stop screen. Let me see.
Oh, I got you now. I see it. Now we can see it.
Oh, I think I stopped it. I think it's my computer's glitching.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah? Okay. So essentially, I'm just going to go back over here for a second. So I can kind of dig around for you. But yes, so this is the back end right here. Like I said, I've only been doing this for like really starting to do this over the last few days, and you can see like I've already made like $2.78, right? So what they do is they get allocations from different companies, and these companies allow. Is it not going to let me dabble around here or what? I'm not sure if it's just the StreamYard or it's like too much usage of my computer. That they have these featured allocations, right? The necessary requirement, hashtag clown, right? So I can clown around and make content for projects like Kong Swap or Tracks or whatever. So when these are put on, or like when they're put up, I get different scores for like how good they are. But if you actually go over the allocations, they'll tell you like, for example, Taco DAO, they just put this one up just like a few hours ago. So Taco DAO will say like, okay, you have to make sure that you're following these people. And then you just figure out like how to present it in a post. If you want to do a video, if you want to do a picture, if you just want to write a post, you can. But essentially it'll tell you like, okay, these are conditions right here that you need to have in the post. And then it will tell you like, with the allocation. So every day, the max amount that you can make is $41 from this particular project. So each project.
That's tight, actually.
Yeah, there's some guys that are making, right now, with all the current active allocations, you can earn up to $174 a day. And this changes because we change the, like, you know what I mean? Some weeks, as you can see, like on here, this one will be like Taco Dow says, how much time left? Their campaign's 1 week. So they're willing to give away 1,110 tacos tokens over the span of the next week. So if they hit the total, if you hit the total during the campaign, then great. If we don't, then the campaign ends and whatever was delegated out. So it's kind of really cool for a few reasons. If you are someone who's like looking to be a KOL or, just want to make extra money off your posts and advertise, or say you haven't been a KOL before, you have no resume, you don't really have your followers, but you're rolling your followers up. This is a super cool platform because you get paid directly off of the engagement that you have, the 5 million impressions without, you know what I mean? Without having, you don't even have to be verified as a user on Twitter. So really, really cool. Like I said, there's different things that you can do. And if you look through my profile on X, you're going to see that like I have been just posting like random things, but I try to get to know the projects. So yeah, it's just a really, really cool platform. And, at first, I think my first day, it took me like a day and a half to make my first $1. But then, you know what I mean? I started posting more throughout the day and all the posts are running simultaneously. So I've already like in less than 12 hours now made another $1. So the more I post, the more I'm getting involved with these projects, the faster I will be basically rolling up my bank. So yeah, at first it's a little slow, but you just keep going at it and then you're going to build. Like I said, one of these guys is making, when the allocations per day was 300, he was making $300 a day. But some of the bigger guys are making like $50, $60 a day. So whether or not, if you are monetized already on X and you have massive engagement, great. If you don't, you still get paid for the engagement you do have. And it also gives you scores on each of your posts. So it'll tell you like, oh, this is engaging. This is like, this makes people happy, or this is polite. And it will give you a score on that. And just like, it teaches you how to better, I guess, your promotional posts.
Dude, that's cool. I'm definitely gonna look into that and sign up for it now. It just seems like free money. I think you probably gotta make sure you're not promoting flat out rugs, but I imagine that they probably do some kind of due diligence before passing it on to you, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is this is an ICP based program, so it's not Solana. And if you go over to ICP, I mean, I'm not going to say there haven't been any kind of rug pulls or anything over there, but reality, ICP is a chain from a lot of builders, a lot of people who are like actually in the space. They're taking things seriously. There's a lot of utility behind the projects that I see on here. And also when I started studying the ICP ecosystem, I just find like, I find it's superior. It really is.
I'll be honest, I haven't played in the ecosystem at all, but last bull run, I did hold a nice little bag and made some money off ICP. So I got to check back. This will probably bring me back. Good to hear all the cool stuff you got cooking, Barbie. I guess before we throw it over to anybody else, man, give us the rundown of what you got coming in the near future and all that good stuff.
Oh, I'm just working on this stuff right here, my friend. I'm working with a gambling and online gambling thing as well. You know what? I'm just looking into everything as a whole and seeing what fits with me and what I want to see in my future and what I want to see in the space and what just aligns with my beliefs, and that's really where I'm at. I'm really over the PvP situation in the space, and again, I've been in the crypto industry almost 10 years. And so coming into crypto Twitter kind of like at the beginning of this year, I was a little bit on last year, but really got into it this year. And I was just like, what the fuck is really going on here? Like
Well, it's funny because I had followed you on Facebook.
Like, pardon?
I had followed you on Facebook for a couple of years before we had really linked up on crypto Twitter.
Yeah, and that's funny because, like, exactly, I've been in crypto for quite some time. My Twitter situation doesn't accurately reflect my entire resume, but unfortunately, Meta took me down. I got a baby crying in the background, so I'll hop down and let someone else talk. Otherwise, I'll continue to talk about myself for the rest
You're
of the
good. Thanks for joining, Barbie. But yeah, I remember I followed you on Facebook for a few years, and like I never deemed you or anything. So it's like, her name is Bitcoin Barbie. She's gonna think I'm an idiot, trading meme coins and stuff. But then like we ended up linking up on Twitter, and here we are now, man. So it's cool to support my friends, watch them grow, and like I don't know if Barbie was a Bitcoin maxi when she started out, but like I was, and nobody really starts out these days as a Bitcoin maxi, but I started out as a Bitcoin maxi. Then I grabbed some Ethereum and Litecoin and some Potcoin and made money on all those Potcoin. And then I just started trading Binance listings. Binance listings at that point in time were like the meme coin launches of now. And it was easier though, because like everyone went up. So if you caught it early, you were at least looking to like a 20 to 70%, few 100% gain. It was good old days. It was almost like when meme coins first started. And even the start of NFTs was like that, even better. But we're gonna throw it over to DCA. Here's some of what she's got going on, what she's got cooking. Want to say thank you to Pigeon for reposting the stream. Truly appreciated. If you guys are listening, and do like Pigeon, repost the stream. It's free to show some support. All these projects and people up here are dropping this alpha for free, and all they want to do is get a little bit of exposure for themselves, their projects, whatever they're building, everything they're cooking. So do us a favor, repost, drop a comment, drop a like, do whatever you can for us. But DCA, how you doing? What's cooking? I know you're expanding the TikTok. What updates you got for us?
Yeah, I think most people are familiar. It's USDC rewards. I think that's the easiest way to explain it. 6% tax in and out. And then you get the USDC rewards. And yeah, kind of shifting over to TikTok. I need to get like reapproved because I didn't go live soon enough for them. So now I'm waiting for that. But yeah, giving away tokens to people who help, promote the project. And I think that that's going to be really beneficial over on TikTok too, is getting in with some of the mom groups and the It Works and Herbalife and things like that when they realize that they're really actually receiving USDC easily from holding this. It's just a onboarding process.
No, man, I think that's really cool and a great idea. And I think you're the perfect person and project really to go deliver to that particular crowd. Just because they're already spending money on something they're trying to make money on, and they're already trying to get their friends involved in it too. And I think you were telling me that you're just going to send them a little USDC, or I mean, I've added a little bit of DCA, so they start seeing that USDC come in their wallet. And I bet even if they're only seeing like, fractions of a cent or a penny a day, it's more than a lot of them are making, throwing it their It Works or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I gotta give a shout out to Tim MKU3. He will. I know he's co-hosting a space right now, but they are up. I think they're sitting at. Let me find it real quick. 590 or 59. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a nice pop for his new CTO. I'm excited to hear about it. He's supposed to be popping back in here. He was just in here. He's supposed to pop back in and give us the rundown on it. Oh, he's back. Yeah. He's back. Yeah, we'll throw it to him next. But tell a little more about DCA. What's you guys' market cap, how many holders you guys have, and what else you got cooking?
We got about 270 holders. The market cap is 51,000, and yeah, just continuing to grow. We're partnering with Clusterfuck and Rookie NFT next week. So those are some cool projects to look at. The Clusterfuck guys, they're like, they do the bubble maps, and they have this like little character that like a little clustered bubble map. They're a fun group. They do a lot of spaces and things like that too.
No, that's cool, man. Keep growing those partnerships. Keep grinding it. You know, I think you got a lot of good plans, a lot of good wheels turning for what you're cooking in general. Just I think the TikTok idea is amazing. We've already seen meme coins have success on TikTok. We've seen, we've seen all the way back to last bull run. People were talking about Shiba on TikTok, but you know, and I also think
Getting
the
out
way,
beyond Twitter.
yeah,
Twitter's kind of like not it.
no, I
A lot
feel
of
that way.
recycling happening.
You got any other plans to expand beyond Twitter?
Well, TikTok, Instagram, possibly. I don't really use Facebook anymore, but for the specific target market that I'm looking for, which is more of like the moms, and I bet Bitcoin Barbie can relate, the busy moms and things like that. This like USDC rewards token is such a great concept because you can passively earn the income. So even while you're busy, and just, I think all moms are out there on TikTok trying to get a following and things like that. I haven't really dug into the algorithm, but it's an interesting one. And I think it's much more relatable to someone like me. So Instagram too, but we'll go TikTok first.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the TikTok algo is really great for trying to get eyes on yourself. You know, they push your organic content more than any other platform. Everybody else wants you to spend some kind of money on ads now, even X in some capacity. But like TikTok, if you drop a relevant video and people start viewing it, and then like the next little batch of people, a lot of them are viewing it, the next little batch of people are viewing it, you're gonna get 60 to 100K views on that, whether it's your first video or your 1,000th video. So I think
it's going to be really. Oh, I was going to say, I think it's going to be really interesting too, because I'll hop on there and basically have people set up a Jupiter wallet, but I'll send them the DCA. So I'll send them the token. So like really not even requiring them to get on there and attach their bank account or anything will be big. Because I think that's the hardest part about onboarding is getting people to like get Coinbase, get Solana, wait 5 days, get them in. By the time they're in, it's down, all this, you know, just connect with somebody on there, send them the DCA and have them see like they don't have to spend $200 to get their commissions this week, you know, like that little ad that I made, making a play on It Works. You know, all they have to do is continue help onboard.
No, that's cool, man. I think again that's a great way, because that is the fear that everybody has, and it's like, oh, I don't know about connecting my money to these crypto exchanges, even though like Coinbase is super safe, but people are greedy. People get FOMO, so if they get a little bit in their wallet, and you know, just every day, you know, I think it's every 6 minutes you drop it, right?
Yeah, 8 minutes, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, every 10 minutes at least, right? They're seeing something in their wallet. And you know, dude, as I'm thinking about this, it is so brilliant with these rewards tokens and onboarding new people, especially like new degenerates, because even if somebody just gives you a little bit, you look at it the next day and you're like, oh, I got some tokens from them. And then, you know, you start checking it sooner, and you might not remember it's coming every 10 minutes. But the next thing you know, they're checking it, and then like every time they see more tokens, it's a hit of dopamine in their brain. And so now like they're gonna want more, and so then that hit of dopamine, I think, is a great way to get them to cross that bridge. You know what? I think I can connect my credit card to this stuff.
It's working for me right now. How much DCA do you need to hold?
100,000.
Nice, I got that, and yeah, I'm gonna be looking to get another 100,000 too, to give it away to one of my lucky colony members.
Nice. Yeah, because you have the Discord community, and to be quite honest, I just don't have the energy to get on there and try to figure it out. Between all the different platforms, I think I'm really gonna, you know, we'll get there eventually. But yeah, Discord's one that I'm like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, no, like if you
That's
want,
more of a
come on
group.
into the Discord.
Yeah.
I'll show you what we have cooking up there, and show you what has Discord has to offer. And my community is your community, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So at current market cap, how much is 100,000 worth USD?
Sheesh. Let me know. I want whatever it is times 3.
It's cheap. It was like $5.
That's
Yeah,
tight.
it's cheap. It's cheap. It's $10, $12.
That's good though. That's
And,
good, bro.
Keeping it reasonable for a while too is going to be helpful in onboarding people with a relatively small initial investment. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, like I think it could really grow well in that like TikTok mom community, because that's highly they don't go here.
That and Facebook, DCA.
Yeah,
You should hit up
Facebook
Facebook too, DCA. I'm being serious because there's a lot of like crypto communities that have newbies and stuff on Facebook, and like a crypto mom would take off over there. Like it just would. And then your idea, your project, everything, like it just makes sense. Me and Clutch said it the first day, your ticker is everything. And then match it with your brain, your prowess. You have something to give back to the space. You know what I mean? So I definitely think, especially like long term, the more consistent you're with it, you're going to shake out people that don't have that same vision. And at the end of the day, you're going to have one of the most solid floors doing it the way that you're doing it. So just keep grinding, homie, honestly.
I think so too. Like the building the solid floor. Yeah, I agree. Off of those other platforms, I think those TikTok projects really do well. They just take a little bit more time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's what a lot of people don't realize, especially for like stay-at-home moms, like some of them don't necessarily need an income. Some of them are taken care of, or they are in that position where their significant other is paying the bills. But a lot of them are always looking for a little extra here, a little extra there, and they've got the time and they've got the energy. And I think there's almost it's almost unspoken, but I think there's a lot of mothers in the space, and I keep stumbling upon them. It's just a lot of moms in the space. And yeah, just like I'm sure that's your target audience, but there's just a lot of people looking for extra income, period. So yeah, it's really interesting. I would say I'm not huge on TikTok myself, but I would say, yeah, probably Facebook is going to be your better bet. And like, yeah, you might even be able to go into just like mom groups and recruit.
I was just thinking that, you know,
Reddit
when my
might be a
kids
good
were
one.
younger, I was really involved in those mom groups. And so like if I were to go onto my Facebook, I probably have like a lot of moms already in a community. You know, your kids get older and you no longer need to ask what this rash is. So you kind of like walk away.
Yeah. I love it.
You know,
That's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, though I think you have a lot. That's really cool. I like what you've got going on. I was like only half listening. My apologies, because the little one started snapping. But I think that's really cool what you've got going on. I connected with you, by the way, in the background there. I saw that you messaged me, so I'll definitely
yeah.
more.
And I love putting these rev share or these reward tokens on like a cold storage. You can put them on Ledger, anything that supports the Solana network. And you just put it on your Tangem and like set it and leave it there and open it once a week. You're going to have like a not insignificant amount of USDC depending on what you're holding. But I also have it designed so that the top hold, like it's better evenly distributed too. It's not going to like amass. Like if you have like a really big bag, you're going to get significantly more. You'll get more in the rewards, but not on like an uneven amount, I guess. It's that square root system.
I mean, I love the plan, DCA. I'm excited to see it unfold. I think we need you going to these other platforms and growing. And you know, you like you and I have talked about this privately. I haven't said it, you know, amongst everybody. But what I really like about all of us working together as a rising tide, rises all ships, you know, and like it's gonna be the same thing in crypto. A rising coin is gonna rise all the coins that like the other people in that coin like. You're gonna see it in real time right now with Troll and Boss. Like they're just on insane runs, and when they finally top out, I think we're close to them topping out probably. But like when they top out, it always happens eventually. You
That
even saw
was crazy.
that was an insane run it's been on. But you're going to see people take those profits and cycle them back into their convictions. You know, there are other convictions. So like if somebody holds DCA's token and they hold, you know, Timbo's, you know, MK Ultra and DCA goes on like a 500x, well, they're, you know, people are taking profits. People are having a ton of USDC drop to them at that point in time.
Yeah.
Nobody's just going to sit on that USDC. They're gonna throw it back into their conviction plays, you know, because that's just how it's structured and what you should do. So like it's exciting to see all these projects just kind of slowly grow together, and then one of them just gonna, you know, pop and be that $100 million runner, and then the other ones are gonna become self-fulfilling prophecies because all you guys have been working on them. And you know, now there's just liquidity amongst people that believe in what you're working in, you know, so like they're going to want to catch the next one that goes 500x, and like they're like, oh well, like this circle just produces winners, you know, and that's what we're building here with this. So it's awesome to see you grow. DCA, before we throw it over
to so easy with USDC too, because it's like something everybody can understand. Like you're literally going to make dollars for holding it and just onboarding more people into it. Like it's simple.
It's the best pyramid scheme, best one ever. You get paid every 8 minutes with it. You know, back in the day, slaves had to build.
It actually works.
But DC, give everybody the 30 to 60 second rundown on why they need to go grab some DCA right now.
Oh yeah, grab some DCA, hold it, put it in your cold storage, set it and forget it. Get more people onboarded. It's volume generated USDC, 6% tax in and out for trades, and you get USDC dropped to your wallet. We also connect with different communities in the space and send them $1 million USDC for their marketing wallets. And so all of our volume also benefits all of those partnered communities, especially like the CTOs and things like that.
Nice, good stuff, man. I'm bullish on you guys. I'm extra bullish at this market cap just because, as like I said, as it goes up, you know, at 100x, if you've got a nice chunk of supply, the DCA you're going to be getting every day is going to be probably worth more than what you're putting in right now. I've been a part of these tokens on BNB when they ran, like back last bull run, and I love these tokens and I love getting them in them early. But the problem was there was always some anonymous dev that ended up rugging within 3 to 4 weeks. So like you would have like the big pump, you know, honestly, generally after that first night, I would get in early enough to wake up the next day and my initial investment was paid back to me in BUSD. And then, you know, I trade the chart a little bit, you know, there were like 10% tax on those tokens. So you couldn't do too much trading because, you know, you got to do 20% in profits just to break even on the clip. But you know, I couldn't hold it. You know, I couldn't believe in it because it was an anonymous dev that I knew eventually was going to just take everything. So like, even though I had this passive income coming in, I had to try to time it to take it for the dev took everything, you know, but now this is something where it's like, I believe in DCA. She's on camera. She's showing us herself. She's fresh in the space. She's going out building, not looking for extra liquidity, looking for people that believe in the vision. So like, this is one that like, I just love accumulating percentages of, you know, supply here and just holding them for the run up and just knowing eventually it's going to happen. She just keeps going out and doing her thing every single day after day. Eventually it's going to get that run up to 1 million, 10 million, whatever it is. And if we're trading at 10 million, even for a significant period of time, the airdrops at that point in time were insane. I've seen it. I've been there. So like, I know how this plays out. That's why I'm excited about this one. So thank you, DCA, for hanging with us and dropping some good vibes.
Yeah.
Let's throw it over to the homie Timbo. You around, Timbo?
Of course, brother. I'm not on the phone, fortunately.
Well, I know you're always multitasking and, you know, you're co-hosting a space, all that good stuff. So I was like, man, the homie needs to 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 have an assistant for as an assistant, I think. But bro,
Bro, my assistant's getting pissed.
hey
Demanding a salary increase.
man, is that pick you?
Do what?
Send me your assistant wallet.
Yeah, that's my that's me in the pic, bro. I'm cleaning the house and my wife hates it when I just go on live stream, so I'll not do that to keep peace in my household. But yes, I'm fully doxxed. The homies know me.
that's
But
cool.
what's good, guy?
What kind of pit is that?
I got an American Bully XL.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
tight.
he's fully papered, everything. I paid well
Oh, now I
the
can
dude-
see it. I thought no, I was looking at a distance. I thought it was something different. Oh shit! I tried to click on his profile picture and I accidentally removed him from the
You hit
speaker.
me with the bamboo stick, Andrew.
Dude, I was trying to click in on zoom in on your dog and it removed you. My bad.
No, you're good, Brody. Yeah, I bought him in Tucson, Arizona, and the guy that I bought him from, the breeder, they had been working on that bloodline for like 12 years, and he was like $7,000. I didn't pay that because I was selling cars at the time. I ended up making this dude a really good deal on a car. But yeah, bro, this is my baby. It's like my son, dude. I don't have kids. It's the closest thing I got to a child is my dog, my best friend, dude.
I mean, he's a real pretty dog. DM me some pictures of him, bro. I really wanted to see him up close.
I got you, Brody. I got a bunch of pictures of him as a baby. I got one right here. There's a PFP for you. That was when he was a baby.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one. That's a great picture.
He was such a cute baby. I mean, he's still cute, bro. He's just big and he breathes really hard now, so he's not as adorable, but he's still pretty.
I like it, bro. I like it, man. Well, let's get down to some business, homie. You know, you're one of the hardest up and coming grinders in the space. You know, I can't even say up and coming because it looks like you made it with with the way you're calling these bangers on a daily basis. You're putting together a coin, getting some motion on it. The chart's looking pretty. I think there's a lot of people that are believing in it that aren't even talking about it publicly yet. But man, give us the rundown on you, bro. You know, for anybody that might not know, you know, who are you? What brought you to crypto, and what's this new project you're cooking?
Man, appreciate the intro, Andrew. Bro, you're a legend in the space. Been looking up to you and the boys for a while, just how y'all move and y'all's knowledge about the space. So I appreciate the words, brother. But me, dude, I am just a blue collar dude that's worked, 50 hours a week my whole life, basically, and just in the grind, in the rat race, as I like to call it, just kind of always getting bossed around, never being the boss, even though I'm smart enough to do it. I got fired from my 9 to 5 the Friday before Christmas. I literally had $70 in my pocket when I got fired. That weekend, I started messing with meme coins. That $70 turned into $3,000, and I've been hooked. I've never, I haven't went back. Oh, I lost that. I've been lost that one, bro. But
I bet it made Christmas though.
Bro, it was really crazy, dude, because the people I worked for, they were quote unquote friends. It was a very small business. It was 8 people that worked there. And the 2 women that owned it were my friends. I used to go to their house on the weekends, hang out with them. They knew that I had just spent every dollar that me and my wife had to get a new apartment for Christmas. It was like our gift to ourselves. I had been working for like 5 months, working overtime. We saved up the money, got a 2-bedroom apartment. We were living in a 1-bedroom, and we upgraded. The ladies that fired me knew that I had just moved into that house the day before and spent every dollar I had. And it was something very, bro, it was something very small. And they were talking crazy to me in front of a customer. And I was like, hey, that's not professional. They fired me. And I was like, bro, like they'd already been on my case because all the downtime that I had, I was on meme coins 24/7. But if there's work to be done, I'm doing it. But if there's nothing to do, bro, it's the middle of the winter. I worked in a siding company. Like nobody's coming to pick up supplies. I'm not going to sweep a 50,000 square foot warehouse 6 times a day. Bro, I'm trying to make some money. So they got tired of my shit. Long story short, here we are. I've been in the trenches for 8-9 months straight. DTN is a Telegram ecosystem and community. And honestly, DTN has become a family, bro. Like I talk to these people day in and day out. We're on spaces 24/7. We're on a phone call 24/7. We're doing something. We're locked in. But Diamond Trencher Network, when I came into the space, I seen a lot of call groups. I seen a lot of subscriptions. I seen a lot of BS, like extraction happening. People paying for a subscription, but not getting any substance out of it. After their month's up, you let them free. They ain't gonna do shit by themselves because they literally got hand fed the whole time by whoever they subscribe to. So started a free community. We got over 100 people within the first week in there scanning coins, looking for alpha. Bro, we're over 370 people in the free community now. They are calling out bangers just like I do. All my subs, I teach them kind of what I look for, and everybody scans for tokens differently. But I think like if we all teach each other what makes you successful and what makes you successful, and then we make it into our own thing, and you have people like Mercury Queen today. She called out a 65x. She's been in my subgroup for a week. She's the one that I just told you made 3 racks in 24 hours, her first 24 hours there. So it's like,
yeah, that's tight.
you get to see these people growing and learning and working together. And honestly, bro, I think we hit like 52 or 53 lifetime subscribers in the subgroup. And bro, it's just amazing what we're building, because the whole time I was in the trenches, I thought to myself, there's these projects. If you represent one project and you try to move about the space, you don't have the freedom to maneuver as well as somebody that doesn't represent quote unquote a project, but more so a community. And that's what I do. I represent DTN. We're just a community of traders that are in here trying to make money in the space. We've got artists, we've got devs, we've got programmers, we've got perp traders. We have, bro, anything you can think of. We got TikTokers in there, bro. It's honestly become like my reason for breathing and like my motivation. If I'm ever having a bad day, I just go read my DMs, bro. And people are like, you've changed my life. I've learned this today, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's so heartwarming. And honestly, like, people like me, you, and Clutch, we give so much to our community. I've had people ask me, like, what do you get in return? I know you make money, but bro, that's it right there. I get satisfaction knowing that I'm helping somebody become a better part of themselves. And in doing so, I'm becoming a better person as well. Like, not everything revolves around money. We're all out here to get it. And of course, we're profit maxis. We're trying to get to the top when it comes to financial freedom. But at the same time, not every conversation has to revolve around money. A lot of things revolve around relationships. And I'm bullish on good people, bro. And it just seems like if you're looking for some good folks, you go to DTN, you're going to find it, bro. It's like we got a concentrated amount of good people repping DTN. And I don't know, bro. We're constantly growing and trying to be better. And MKU3 is a prime example of trust and faith and loyalty. And we're not even publicly really shilling it yet. You know what I'm saying? And we're sitting at a 60K market cap. It's like, bro, what? Would y'all quit buying? Like, just chill. And like you said, bro, hey, I'm so bullish. And I see you smiling, bro. Hey, some of the biggest names in this space are going to drop this CA, and people are going to be flabbergasted because they're going to be like, damn, bro, homie told us about this. Homie literally told us about this. And then if you don't own 5 to 10 million tokens, let's just say you're not going to be in the discussion a lot of times. You're just going to be a holder. It's not a whale group, but we're going to token gate some shit at DTN. And it would be very wise if you would grab that much. DCA, I grabbed 1.2 million, baby. What's up? But yeah, sorry, I'm bullish and excited. I'm over here grabbing coins. I don't care. Who's got something?
I love it being degenerate on stream, baby.
Man, hey, we hit
DCing
60K on Spaces. My bad, DCA.
Oh, I bought a little bag when you talked about it. It was like a 34K or something like that. And I've been putting my USDC a little bit in there.
Bro, we got some good
Just
people working behind the scenes. Like Trader Max, he owns Shogun Crypto, and he's actually the creator of the Anvil bot, the volume bot for Shogun. And he's ready to get to work. He didn't ask for me to fund the volume bot, anything. He's like, bro, tell me when to turn it on. Tell me when you need a website. Tell me when you need this. We're going to run this shit up. And I'm like, bro, y'all are getting me bullish, bro. Stop it.
Dude, that's tight. I didn't know the plan for having 500 million or 500,000 to a million, whatever the number was. What did you say the number was? You had to have a million?
So, bro, that's the good part about having a DGen. And like, so just to be clear too, I know I'm like the face of DTN, and DTN CTO'd this token, but I want to be very clear. There's only one person that I know that has been able to successfully shoulder a CTO, one person with, and he has a team behind him, but Clutch is the only person I've been able to see carry that out. I am not going to put that same burden on myself. Yes, I'm ahead of it. Yes, I own the top wallet, and half of that is getting locked up because I don't care about the money. But there's going to be about 15 to 20 people that are quote unquote heads of the CTO that I lean on to handle everything. I just show up when they tell me to and talk about the project. But I got an army of people, bro. And you know them, Andrew. The crazy part is you know them, bro. And they're like, nah, let us do all this. Let y'all go do spaces. Y'all represent us in a good way. Just talk about conspiracy theories, which is what we do all day anyways. And we're going to get locked in, bro. Half the thing with the project is the art and the ticker. If the art and the ticker doesn't make sense, nobody's going to look at it. And then to delve deeper, another layer, if the people behind it are bullshit, nobody's going to buy into it. If you feel like they're scammer, nobody wants anything to do with that. This token has no utility other than the fact that it has DTN's name on it. And in this trench, in this space, where I'm at, where I'm from, ask about DTN, and that's really all you need. Because we move with transparency and integrity. People know our name for good reasons, not bad reasons. People know us because of our associations, who we represent, who we work with constantly. And honestly, bro, it just shows we're not even quote unquote public. Like, we're not shilling. We haven't went live. But people are starting to ape, and I like it. But yeah, I was gonna say, it's not, we're doing 5 million to 10 million tokens. That's what you're gonna have if you want to be a part of some deeper conversations and the plans going on behind the scenes. That came up. I literally thought of that last night when I was smoking a blunt. You're welcome. No, it's just an added layer. And then a lot of the admins, bro, like a lot of the top 20, as soon as we go live, to show solidarity and belief in me and DTN and what we're doing, not only am I going to lock up half that top wallet, but a lot of my people are going to lock up 1 million or more tokens just to kind of show solidarity with me and just to kind of lock arms. And we're not going to make a public spectacle out of it, because I feel like burns and lockups, when people make a huge ordeal about it, like, bro, who gives a, just do the right thing. Like, you want to announce that you're being a good person and you care about the project's legs? Cool, bro. Like, I'll blow a whistle for you if you need that. But as far as me and mine, we're just going to handle business and keep it moving, bro. And look at the chart. I mean, that's what the business is, baby. We're just going to handle our business and keep it moving.
What's good? What the business is, man. You're a guy that gets it. You can tell you get it, bro. You know, I think you understand really what makes the meme coins like this tick, or a project like this tick. So you brought your dog, DCA. You brought your dog to the party. Nice. But yeah, man, I think that you get what makes it tick. I think you got a solid group, and then there's a few things that you said that I want to I'll highlight it. You know, it's some real alpha for real for people that are driving projects. Oh, your dog's here now too, DCA. But the alpha is, if you can get that chat that Barbie brought her dog now too. It's a dog party. My kid's gonna get jealous. He's been begging for a dog. But I think if you can get that solid group to lock up some tokens for an extended period of time, there's been some runners in the space that really it causes the run for several reasons. It shows conviction, and it causes a supply squeeze. And so I think you might have something special here cooking too. And that's what I want to talk about, mostly low cap projects on here. And we're going to let ECA talk about this project today too. And if No Knees is still here, oh yeah, No Knees is on his way back. We'll get we'll get the No Knees next, but
we need everyone to just pull up with their dogs immediately.
if you
I left my house and all I have is my kid with me.
Andrew,
No dog,
one day
no
we need to have literally a dog themed space, bro, and that would go ham. Like just a pet themed space, like bring your pet to the stream type space, bro. We would go crazy.
Yeah.
We can do that. We'll plan that. That'd be fun.
Didn't you just say your kid's been asking for a dog? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
I have a habit of we're gonna get your kid a dog. That's what we're gonna do.
Well,
That's
Clutch,
the next one.
Clutch is coming to
Jeez.
town to get a dog, and if my kid does good helping out, he'll probably end up getting a dog too.
This one was supposed to be my kid's dog, and yeah, no, we still do everything.
Today, I want to shine a little more light on Timbo and you know what he had said there too. You had mentioned the art, you know, and I think art and just fun stuff around the coin, and like I think you got the perfect name, MK Ultra 3000 conspiracy theories, like. Dude, and you had a cool space last night talking conspiracy theories. I was disappointed I couldn't grab the mic because I think those are really fun spaces to be a part of. But if you lean into that, man, I think that's another way that you can onboard some people into crypto that are like, yeah, I've never been a part of anything crypto before, but you know what? I like what you guys are talking about. I vibe with you guys, and if you say you're making some money off this, I'll chuck some money at it too. So I think you got something special there you can cook to onboard some people.
For sure. Hey, and anybody that doesn't know the story, I want to be very clear about this. This is an honest to God CTO. We didn't make the ticker. I don't speak Japanese or Chinese, whatever that is up in the top. It says mind control in Asian. I'll just say that, not being racist. I don't know what that is, what language that is. But we found this token in April, and it was legit dead in the trenches. It was launched in December. We found it dead in April. We ran into 10K. One of my newbie friends clipped out his initials from a 3K entry, caused some people stop losses to hit. I threw my hands in the air in frustration. I walked away for a month. We left it alone. We started working on it in May, quietly. No public shilling, no talking about it. Literally just in DTN. That's the only place it went. I was like, bro, if y'all give this CA out to anybody, I'm stabbing you. Haha, just kidding. Don't take me serious. But we were trying to be secure about it. Bro, we bonded in the middle of the night. We didn't shill this anywhere. Do you understand how many people launch a token and bend over backwards in the trenches to try to fucking bond one? We did it without trying, homie. We hit 117K without publicly talking about the token. We didn't even drop the CA on Twitter. Nobody was rating. Nobody was speaking about it. From 50 to 60K, we literally watched it 2x organically. Like now that we seen the potential the first time, and like I said, it was dead. I was the first buy in April for like 40 bucks. I didn't even buy that much. I should have, but I didn't because I wanted to be true CTO, right? Like a community takeover, what it's supposed to be. So supply control, if anybody knows anything about supply control, it's very important and instrumental to a project if you want longevity, that in some way, shape, form, or fashion you take supply control into consideration. And think about it, whether you have it or your homies have it that you trust, either way it needs to be talked about because you don't want the wrong hands having it. So with that being said, when we hit 117 last time, I had been telling everybody from 20K, hey, pull your initials respectfully. I do not want a top heavy chart when we get to that mental block of 100K. I don't want people to start clipping out and to become a cascade, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, people didn't listen. One of my subscribers paid for a subscription. The next day got this CA, bought in for 140K or $140, clipped out for $1,400 and deleted his whole account. Some things are laughable and some things are like, bro, I want to shoot myself in the foot. How do I stop this from ever happening again? You can't. The joke's on you. You're going to stress yourself out. Like POSs are POSs, bro. You can't do nothing about it. But we've been going through this and building the floor up the right way, silently. Like Lil Wayne said, real G's don't move or real G's move in silence like lasagna. You gotta remember that, bro. You ain't gotta make no moves or noise when you're doing it. But we're getting the website updated. It got deleted somehow from before, but we're getting a website put on there. And then when we start hosting spaces, and Andrew, you lucky, bro, you know the list of names. I don't want to drag my nuts across your stage right now, but the names that are going to be.
Can you drop the CA in the private back channel chat here so I can pull up your chart?
EAC, can you drop that for me? Because if I go to grab the CA, it'll make me exit StreamYard.
Oh, okay, my
on
bad.
like relogin. But bro, we went from 17K or 117. We failed a 3, and bro, we had 60 holders when we picked this back up again. And we're going slowly because we know people are gonna cheat out, blah blah blah. But honestly, it's not looking like that. And we got a bunch of wallet masters. DTN has a master wallet list where probably 95% of our top 30, I have their names. I have exactly who they are. Some really close friends of mine own percents. If any project wants to link up with MKU, grab a percent. That's the only way I'm even entertaining a conversation. And then once we have spaces, if you want to get on stage and talk to us when we have spaces, you're going to have to hold X amount of supply. Of course, new people can come up there, ask questions, but we see your face more than once or twice. You're not a holder. Be gone with you, you grifter. Sorry, not allowed here. But yeah, bro, I think token gating spaces, and not only that, but certain aspects of my community as well. If you're a whale in MK, there's conversations and a vote to be had for letting you into the subscriber group for X amount of time. Those are conversations that we'll listen to. And also something else I'm cooking up, Andrew, that I just thought of because of text I just got. Bro, I'm so looking forward to not just meme coins with y'all, but bro, coin catch. I can't wait to make a DTN perp room. I already have 3 people that are going to help me with that and get that going. Bro, I'm going to have like a week-long perpetual challenge where I'm not trading no meme coins. That's probably a lie from the devil because I always trade meme coins. But I'll try, and I'll just do perps, and I want to see what we can do with like 2 Sol, bro. I want to show the community that a legit degen that really has no knowledge of longs and shorts other than I feel like I kind of know with Solana what to do. But honestly, I want to have like just a blank face going in there with 2 Sol and be like, hey, bro, if I can do it, anybody can do it, and do it for 1 week straight and like document every trade, have the community like win or lose. I don't care. I want the community to learn with me. And I'm looking forward to that with you and Clutch and CoinCatch, bro. That's going to be so sick.
Dude, that's gonna be tight. I'm excited, man. I know you've been, getting that all prepped up in the background, onboarding some people, all that good stuff. And tomorrow on here, actually, I was thinking that I'm gonna do some coin catch perps trading while I hang. All you guys are free to always come hang as well, and then also probably gamble on RainBet a little bit just to entertain the viewers. So anybody that wants to,
sick, dude.
yeah. So tomorrow
You could probably do your own gambling stream, Andrew. Like just not by yourself, but dude, I bet you could go like you would get a lot of viewers just doing a gambling stream, bro. You could be like the crypto Twitter Steve Will Do It or something.
Were you here for the poker stream yesterday?
I was here for a little bit, but that was when I was on the phone with Clutch and Massimo. I was back and forth. And then, bro, it was so funny today because Bitcoin Barbie left. Clutch or Moon gives me the co-host, and then he's like talking shit about Bitcoin Barbie being over here, and he gave me the co-host, and I'm over here. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get mad. I hope Andrew doesn't try to talk to me right now.
But can you hear me? No, fuck.
Yeah, you were breaking up a little bit.
I unmute myself. No, you know what? You know what happened? Because I was on my phone on his space, and I was in here too, and I was supposed to be co-hosting. And anyways, whatever. Moon shut his space down early because he wanted to ape into some NFT collection. Like he fucking scheduled the space and asked us to co-host yesterday, and then literally he's like, "Actually, I want to buy these NFTs. I'll talk to you guys later." But also, no. I don't know why my phone literally just kicked me out of the space. And when I went to go back, I had to restart my phone. You could see me on this stream struggling with my phone for like 5 minutes.
I actually remember that. I remember watching you do that on stream here.
Yeah, I was like,
bro,
fuck, I'm trying to get back in. And then when it finally like restarted and went back into everything, he already had you as co-host. I literally sent them messages in the background like, oh, I disappear for 5 seconds and you replace me. Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is. But no, it's all
bro,
good.
he asked me to co-host.
He was giving me flack though. He was giving me flack in like a little group chat we got going.
He asked me to co-host and I was like, bro, don't put me in the middle of this shit. I'll do it, but give me some followers type shit.
I felt bad because I had asked Barbie to jump on stream today, and then I saw
Right.
Moon had a space going on at the same time, and I hit him up and I was like, "Bro, you want to like try to reschedule?" And I was like, "Neither one of us can make it work today." And he's like, "Oh, I got Barbie and Avini co-hosted with me," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, it'll work itself out." And so
Well,
like.
and the other part of that is that he originally said his space was at 4, so I wasn't going to come into this because I was thinking 4, and then he posted it again and it was showing up as 5 on my screen, so I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll jump in Andrew's space for 30 minutes, and then he just started his space at 4 anyways, and I was like, honestly, like, someone has me a fucking crack pipe, I can't do this shit. Like,
Bro, hey, and Andrew, I was gonna tell you, bro, this coming week, I'm gonna try to schedule out 2 weeks in advance for DTN. That includes like Clutch, that includes your live stream, anything Moon's doing. I'm gonna have it on a DTN space
That'd be
schedule
nice.
for like 2 weeks. That way, bro, because we all are active, but that way we can all be on the same page. And if our community's ever free, they're like, oh, what space are we doing right now? They just have a list, bro, and a time, exactly where to go. And bro, it's all love. We all support each other. I mean, that's really how it should be. If my people, if I'm not hosting a space and Andrew or Clutch or EAC is doing something, bro, go follow them. Go listen to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if your people ain't doing something, go support the community. Go support the network. It's what it's about, bro. And it doesn't happen a lot in space.
I appreciate it. And real quick, all the listeners, I pinned a comment from Moon where he said, "What's cooking?" He's Moon Call Corp on X. Go shoot the homie a follow.
love it.
We
But,
were about him.
There's actually, so I actually got put onto this platform. It's called X Co-host. And so when you're doing streams and stuff, you can actually go into X Co-host, pre-plan all your streams. And anyone who's also part of X Co-host can sign up to co-host with you. And or if you're doing live streams or whatever, you can pre-schedule them. And anyone who's in that program can hop in and co-host with you. So there's actually a platform already like that. If it's something you're interested in, shoot me a DM. I'll get you over to the right people.
Oh, that's tight.
Heck yeah. EAC, did you drop that CA for Andrew? I just wanted to see my chart on the screen.
I put it on X in the channel. Where do you want?
Oh, my bad. I was in the wrong chat. I was looking at the wrong. Here we go. I'm fine.
I'm just being selfish. I want to see what my chart looks like on the screen, gang. I'm sorry. It's not free.
Oh, we're
Bro,
good.
it's not
I
free.
don't want anyone to see it because I want to buy more before.
Bro, I literally just scooped more on a sidewall a minute ago, and I'm like, what am I doing? I have a 4K entry. Like, bro, just leave it alone.
Okay, we got it up. We got it here now. I'm about to throw it up.
Hey, but this is the thing with this coin, bro. I like when we weren't like public last time, I literally went from not being public to having a space and about to announce it. So with this one, I'm just gonna do like a soft opening. And that way we still have like 2 weeks before we're quote unquote live, because we're going to have a huge space the day we go live. Like, this is going to be insane. The names that are going to be in there is retarded. And I'm sorry if you don't like that word, but
Yeah,
I'm an 80s baby.
Trump one. We can say retard.
I'm an 80s baby, dog. That's how I talk.
I love that word, and I think everyone should use it. And also, I quite often refer to myself as tech-tarded.
There you go. That's how I need to
like
say
that
it, because
too.
I'm not that capable tech-wise. But
Hey, we
bro,
got your chart up here, Tempo. I don't know if you see it.
oh yes, sir. What time frame is that on, bro? Put that on the 4 hour, please.
All right, I'll
And
click
look
over
how-
for hour.
Look how pretty it is on the 4 hour. Jesus.
Oh, man.
That sounds like a turbo.
Dude,
Saying, bro.
this actually,
That's
if
crazy.
I was looking at like an alt or like Bitcoin, I'd be expecting this to just break out to the next level. I'd expect it to go up to probably like around like 350K in the next like 5 days.
Bro,
Or
it
less.
it literally, like, the people that are, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, for 90% of the top 30, these are some of my closest friends that only want good for this project. Of course, and I'm not like saying this to make an excuse for if anything bad happens, because bro, this is fucking crypto. Everybody knows. I can't speak for everybody that holds supply, but bro, the rate at which we built the floor last time to 117 before we went live, And what's happening with this now, bro, I'm telling you, we're going to blow past that 117 like it's nothing, bro. Like that all-time high, we did a 12x, I think, from when I gave it to the free community last time at 8K, and we hit 12x from there, I think. We're going to annihilate that game because, number one, like I said, that top wallet, it's mine. I'm not rich, but I'm not fucking broke either. That wallet could burn in hell. I don't fucking need it. I much rather cement DTN and Trench Legacy. I much rather my community drag their nuts across other communities and try to get them to come over and be like, hey, look, this is what trust and love in the trenches actually looks like. This is what mutual respect between holders looks like. You want to hear some crazy fucking thoughts? Come to our spaces, bro. We do it every day where we get together and we have a roundtable discussion. And whether you like to admit it or not, everything that we talk about on all these spaces day in and day out could be theorized or placed in the conspiracy theory category. Because whether we're talking about money moves, crypto, people rugging, blah, 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 conspiracy theory. Okay, so why not just slap MKU on all the spaces? And we still run, like, not coming in clutch, not fucking trade talk, of course. Those are their own brands. But when you see the boys running amok, when you see live streams popping up and they're literally only talking about conspiracy theories, and that the Telegram and the X page is going to have a topic of the day, where the night before we announce the topic of the day so everybody has time to think, blah, 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 get their shit prepared. The next day when we have spaces, that's all we're going to talk about. We're going to try to stay on topic, talk about that one issue. And then over the course of the month, think about how educated you'll become on all these views. And while we're doing it, while we're hosting spaces talking about these conspiracy theories, bro, when I say you got some gangsters when it comes to callers that are involved in this, and all we're going to be doing, bro, if I'm not worried about my chart, which I never am, because I know who's in this shit, I'm not worried about my chart. So that gives me time. I can go scan for tokens. Okay, bet. If you're on space with us, I catch a runner, bro, I'm speaking that shit. But if you don't have X amount of tokens, you can't even get up there and like engage in the conversation. You can't come and give us your 2 bits because we're not going to look at you as a serious holder. You don't believe in this shit. You own 50K tokens. Get out of here, bro. Don't try to tell me what we should do with marketing. You own 72 tokens. Like, I don't even know how you bought that many. I thought there was a minimum. But my point being, like, these tokens at the end of the day, and MKU, it's not just about MKU. Mark Ultra, that was the MK Ultra was the experiment done in the 50s, 60s by the government on servicemen and stuff like that. They were trying to figure out mind control. They were doing pot, like they were making soldiers smoke pot. They were giving them LSD and acid, hallucinogenics, seeing the effects of this. And the CIA was working on things trying to control people's minds. So we took that. It has dope ass art. The art on it, like the banner by itself, the eyeball moving gets me. I like that. Like, that's sick to me. Am I biased because it's mine?
That
Yeah.
is tight. I actually just noticed that for real.
Bro, that's dope. How many banners you see are interactive but very slightly? Like, we didn't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying? But we want it because everything we do is like moving in silence, like real G's on lasagna. You know what I mean? We just moving. But that, and then you got it says community takeover by DTN in the top left. We're getting the website fixed. We own the Telegram. The Telegram's completely locked down. You can't even type in there yet. But it's just a bunch of like-minded people, bro. And then when my top 20 told me that they want to lock up tokens with me, I was like, nah, bro, I don't care about this shit. I believe in you. I believe in this. Half the thing with these meme coins is artwork and tickers. The other half is the people behind them and the intentions they have. This shit has everything in spades. MKU has the art. It has the idea with like a round table discussion platform popping every day, whether it be on VC and Telegram or on Spaces. We have raiders that literally all they do is want to raid, and I'm having to like beat them with a broom right now to go drop the CA. Like, everybody's itching, and I'm like, nah, bro, just chill. And that also, I also want to speak on that real quick because a homie mentioned that to me earlier. That just shows you the level of respect that DTN has in these trenches, because you don't see the shit flooded on the timeline. Unless you've been in a space with us, you haven't heard of MK. That's how we want it. I'm not worried about millions of people buying into the project. I don't care if anybody on this space or on this stream goes and buys the project, because at the end of the day, I know you're going to kick yourself in the ass for not doing it in the future. You're going to. Everybody that's been on spaces with us, I've been putting y'all on money. I've been talking about this since 32K. You're 2X already. Take your initials if you want. I'll buy it off the chart. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Stupid. We're going to 150 at least before you can start selling. Okay. But nah, bro, it's just honestly, like I said, and I hear it all the time for people like Clutch and you. It's not just about the project. It's about the people working on it. And I can tell you this, the people that are behind this project besides me, not only are they smarter than me, but they have the same belief system when it comes to God, being a better person. I'm not saying every single person in this token's rich. I'm not saying every single person in this token is not going to sell. I'm not saying that. But I am saying the belief is there, and these people love this idea. These people love this project. These people love the art. These people love me. So it is what it is. Our community is going to be here no matter what. But if you want inside info, you might want to join the community on Telegram. On Twitter, the MKU3 community. Last I checked, there's like 50 people in there. We got 150 followers or something like that, so we need more in there. But yeah, bro, Andrew, I appreciate you giving me a space to talk about it, and all the love you always show me, bro. I appreciate you.
Oh man, I appreciate the support from you, bro. You've been a real one since we met. So I'm excited to keep talking about this and watching it grow and keep hearing updates on these streams. I think tomorrow, it'd be fun to get on here and trade a little bit. I think some of your community that's fresh to leverage trading might learn a lot hanging on the stream tomorrow, bro. So I'm looking to grow, grind, and just do everything with you, man. One day we're at the meet in person real soon. I know your family's close to me and stuff, but give me the give us 30, 60 seconds on why everybody just needs to make sure they grab a bag of MKU3 right now before it blasts off.
All right. 1 minute, 30 seconds maybe. MKU3 is going to be a powerhouse when it comes to CTOs because of the team and the community that it has behind it. And when I say community, I mean it. I already have 24 people, and I'm not saying this because more is less. Sometimes less is more sometimes, but I have 24 admins, and some of those are the biggest names in this space. Between 5 people, we have 3 million followers on crypto Twitter. Between 5 accounts that are going to drop this CA. I've watched one account drop a CA and do a 10x within 15 minutes. We're not worried about pump and dumps, though. We're worried about longevity. These quote-unquote KOLs that have become my friends that are going to drop this, they're going to do it in layers. Not everybody's going to attack at once. We are all going to have a space at once. And at the end of the day, you're going to be mad next month when you look at the market cap on this compared to when I've been telling you about it. That's the end of my spiel.
There you have it. There you are. Don't miss out, baby. We look at that chart. It looks bullish. The narrative looks bullish. The team looks bullish. The leader of the team is bullish. I'm bullish all around, man. It's gonna be a fun one to be a part of. But yeah, thank you, bro, for sharing it with us. Please keep us updated. Show up regularly on the stream. I know you're a dude that shows up every day, everywhere, all day long. So I ain't gotta tell you. But let's throw it over to a couple other homies that have been grinding with us. We're gonna let EAC talk about his big capper at the end. I think he's got like a 5 million market cap project or something like that. But well, he's been showing support. He sent it out. We deserve to give him some time. He deserves to get some time on the air today. But before we throw it to him, I want to throw it to another CTO. I think we got cooking from another homie I met on CryptoX. That was a real one. Just showed up in the space, called somebody out on their BS, and he's been showing up every day pretty much ever since. It's the homie No Knees. How you doing, No Knees? You still around, bro?
I am. I had to cut the camera. I'm in the car picking up a kid from band camp. So I didn't want y'all to just see my armpit or something while I'm driving, But kind of showed up by chance in that space when that dev was doing his, what he does, being the best dev ever. I guess I haven't really introduced myself other than those points of, those scandal conspiracy times. But
give us the quick rundown, man. Who are you? What brought you to crypto and what you got cooking?
Oh man, so I think what originally got me in crypto was Shiba Inu. One of my buddies was like, "Well, you got to do it now," and I had only been in like kind of in Ethereum and stuff like that on base. So I was like, "Okay, I'll give the memes a go," and then it kind of kept sucking me in a little more, and got Doge. Obviously, it kept going, and I don't even think it was till 6 months ago I really got onto Telegram, and I think that's kind of when it really pulled me in. It kind of took me back to the old AOL, instant messaging days of just screen names, people talking shit, and just a really fast-paced kind of life in there for me. I think another thing that stuck me in a lot was the art, though. So a little bit about my background.
Yeah. Give us the background too.
Yeah, I have 20 years of drafting experience in AutoCAD and 3D modeling, and I've spent most of my career in patent and trademark illustration. So, I mean, I've done patents for Boeing Airplane, IBM, all kinds of big companies. I used to manage all the Dolby Digital patents before I left there. About 6 months ago, I left there to start my own acquisition firm here in Texas. So I'm just kind of buying up local businesses using creative financing, loans, stuff like that. But yeah, the crypto part, the coin, I'm now, obviously I chill index a lot. I'm a huge part of being in there and helping, spread the word for index. But me and my crypto buddy, Dank, we actually run Dank Do XL, and it's another rewards coin off of Money Glitch. It's 8% tax, no dev fees. So 80% goes back to the holders in Sol every 30 minutes, and then 20% of that is used to burn. We've burned almost 100 million already. We've been live for about 62 days. It's just been real quiet, just building, kind of sitting back in spaces and learning. But we have, most of the socials up. We have a website, thinkdoxl.com. We throw up a weekly scavenger hunt on there. It's kind of like Where's Waldo? First person to find it, I'll send them 100,000 ZAW XL is what the ticker is. 100,000 is the minimum to hold. It kind of just started off as a joke because I really love pizza. You guys
launched it, or was it CTO?
No, we launched it. So what funny story is we actually originally tried to launch one just called Dankdo, and we were doing it through Rev, and he messed up the burn part or whatever, the initial thing. So we only had 100 million supply, and people were kind of freaking out, and which we kept the same Telegram too. I never switched Telegrams. We kind of told everybody we were about to shut that down, and we actually still have liquidity locked in that. But so we moved to Money Glitch, relaunched, did it with no dev fees because I'm not in it for the money. I have my own business. This really is pure just nostalgia, memes, building. But then it kind of got my juices flowing now that we've been doing it so long that, if I own businesses, I might as well try and turn this into a real life pizza shop. So I'm now exploring that avenue and trying to build out the brand into real life merch and create a real restaurant. I guess think of it like Chiba Hut, if you know what that is, for sandwiches, but it would be for pizzas. So
yeah, I've heard that before actually.
Kind of pretty hard up on that idea right now. So I've been exploring all my real life connections here in Dallas and see what I can do to get a brick and mortar Dankdo up.
That'd be pretty cool. What's your market cap right now?
We when I last left earlier, we were around 14.5K, I think. Pretty low volume. We've just been pretty much holding the floor with our own rewards. I do a lot of art for other projects, so they'll send me supply, and obviously there are a lot of rewards coins too, so I've used those rewards to put back into the chart. We do have some NFTs that I'll use all the SOL that comes from that to put back into marketing. Like I think this is the first week we've actually paid for some Raiders that we got over from Alpha Index, and it's been a real slow cook. Not in a rush to really blow up yet, because I would like to try and connect this to real life a little more. But yeah, it's building a strong floor of good holders. We've got a good good crew, a lot of fun people in the TG.
How many holders you got?
I think we're around 40. It might be a little less now, but yeah, last I checked was around 40.
Nice. That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
we've been.
You're a solid dude, man. It's cool to finally, get to learn a little more about you and hear what you're working on. I didn't have a clue that you're.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Um,
and like I said, I just try to sit back in the spaces a little bit and learn and get a little more confident in the shill and what we're doing. So.
Oh, I just saw Trader Max is here. And Ebo, oh man. My bad to cut you off. No, what's up, Trader Max? I don't know.
No, you're good.
I don't know how long you guys were in the back room, man. I was just here vibing.
We just chilling, man. Just chilling back there watching the show in a way. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I just came by to say hello, and I saw that you were vibing out, and I saw some great people in there, EAC and Clutch and Timbo. Yeah, absolutely. It's been a wild day though, man. We've been building. Like I was at the Clutch show earlier, and then I had like 40 DMs, and I'm like, I got to go build, and it was just rush, man. It's been a good day though.
Hey, those are good problems to have, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than sitting around on your hands. But yeah, let me throw back to No Knees. My bad, No Knees.
Oh yeah. No,
I saw more homies show up.
Oh, no, you're good.
It's so different seeing people show up with their faces. It's almost like they're walking in your house and stuff. But yeah, man. So it's cool to hear that you've got something you're building, you're low key pushing, and you're not shilling it. It sounds like you're growing something that's truly organic.
Yeah, we're trying to. My partner Dank, he donated, like 10 million to the index. So I know Alpha holds that forever. He's definitely not going to sell that. I've known Alpha, I guess 6 months now. We've kind of been like talking. TNT, when he was originally with them, tried to poach us from another project, and we thought they were scammers, but turns out the dev we were under was the scammer. So I don't know. We have a fun history of a little bit of rocky battles, PvP, and then now it's we're all just kind of trying to build one big rewards ecosystem. So.
Nice, man. So anything we can expect to see from you guys in the near future?
I guess next on my list is just kind of, I'm pretty new to X in general, so just maybe trying to get some of our own spaces hosted, or just kind of chilling more on X as well, just communicating more and getting out there. I guess you could also look for more kind of like the base NFTs up, but I want to launch some rare ones that come with the perks and the token gate type of stuff Timbo was talking about. Yeah, just growing slow and steady, trying to implement things I learn every day into my own project and go from there.
That's what's up, man. I think it's cool. Actually, there's some ideas I have for you. So let's connect to the DMs. I don't want to say it on screen. I don't want anybody to steal it or steal the idea to cook them. But I think what you got that you're building and your idea turning into something real. There's some cool stuff there as far as timing goes, and where the market, in my opinion, is headed is where people, they want something. Like we went through such a crazy cycle in crypto to where like everybody who came in, you were sold the quote unquote utility of Bitcoin was, peer-to-peer transfer system and store of value. And then like they tried to bring out all these other crap coins and most honestly, early people, I believe that made it at least saw through that. I wasn't here till 2017, so I don't know all the early stuff, right? I just read about it. But then like you had like Ethereum get made, and it was like, well, this is utility. And then we had like all these different utility coins get like built, and it was like utility this, utility that. And then we even got NFTs that came with utility. And then we kind of realized, well, yeah, a lot of this utility stuff sounds cool, but none of these guys are going to be able to deliver half of what they're talking about. And so then we kind of saw the facade of everything. And I think that's what really led to the rise of meme coins. And it's like, man, if we're going to lean into a facade, we might as well lean into a fun facade. And then I think, me at least, then I realized, well, there's actually a value behind the community and an idea when people are willing to put time and energy and money, capital. But honestly, I think capital and time are just as important in these situations and stuff. But yeah, man, I think having the meme coin though and tying utility to it in the future is going to be something.
Yeah, I agree.
I've already started to do that with I have a dojo in Morrisville, PA, and I've already started to tie crypto into payment fees, just about everything over there, teaching the kids what crypto is. I have about 40 children that I call kids that are like 20 and 25, right? So sorry, I'm an old head, but I started teaching them, and I have 3 people that pay with crypto, with Solana. They're in my organization as well. So, more power to you, No Knees, man. Don't give up on that dream of making it a reality and making it brick and mortar as well, because you'll be a pioneer way ahead of everybody else in your industry.
No, absolutely, especially in the pizza industry, man. I haven't seen anybody try it there, and there's just some cool stuff I think you can do, particularly in that industry and crypto and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's good to see Ebo and Trader Max. Trader Max, I think you weren't on the panel this morning, were you?
What's up, fam?
What's good, Ebo?
I did get there. I got over and I answered the question with South Park, and then all of a sudden, man, the heavens of world opened up, and they're like, "You got to fix this stuff," and I like, and I couldn't contribute, and I take Clutch's stuff seriously, right? So he's like, don't ever say goodbye. So I'm like, I'm out. I'm done, man. But that's the way it goes, brother. In this, especially being a dev, I take it serious. That's if I have issues, or I'm the one, you go to customer service for the Anvil bot or for Shogun Fusion or for our SaaS program. I'm the one answering the phone. I'm the one in the bucket, even though I do have people that could do it as well. If I get overwhelmed, then they take over. But yeah, man, I got to be the one hearing it first. Maybe in a year or so, I'll let somebody else handle it. But I'm still too neurotic to let my baby go to somebody else yet.
No, I feel that. I was mostly asking because I didn't think I had heard your answer for the South Park question this morning.
Yeah, no, that was me who said it would be Haktua Girl.
Oh yeah,
Kenny, yeah. So it would be Kenny and Haktua Girl as an interchangeable character. So every time there was a new, meme chick that would come out, that they would make her into a South Park and then kill her off or do something, or put her in jail for like tax evasion or something. I don't know.
You could take whatever meme girl that or crypto girl that that Books and his crew happened to be like branding at that point in time and prop it up and just make her Kenny. That's perfect. I like it.
I got to stick around long. I got to have just to go through a day where I don't have something happen in the morning, so I can listen to the real trading show that I show up to. I'm like, let's go to trading, and then it's cool though. I like your topics, but I still got to get to that trading value in there somehow.
Yeah.
I have 20 years experience in trading, so I love all trading shows that are out there.
Well, I think we're talking about tomorrow. I'm gonna do the stream, and I'm gonna do some live trading on CoinCatch, and then we'll probably do a little bit of gambling on RainBet. And then if you want to come on, if you got time and want to really break down, because it was cool when you did the screen on the screen last time, and we were able to see everything you guys got. But if you want to pop on tomorrow and really dive into that, we can. I'd let you do it today, but I told everybody we were going to wrap up here shortly.
No, man, I'm good. I just came in to say hello and say thanks, man, for everything.
Oh, I appreciate you popping in, Sam Spoiler. It's good to see you, man. I love just seeing you guys, pop in on this because I talk to you guys on Spaces and in back channels all day long. So it's cool to even have just a few minutes to hang with you guys and stuff. But if you're free tomorrow, bro, I'd love you to come on so we can dive into your projects.
I'll be here. You guys take it easy. I'll drop down so you can get my ugly mug off of here.
Oh, you're good. Hang out, bro. I was going to say what's up to Ebo. So you start cooking today, and then I wanted to give EAC a chance to pitch, and then we'll wrap it up.
You got it, bud. I'll stick around.
What's good, Ebo, man? How you doing, man? What's cooking? What's the play? What you moving? What you firing at? Ebo sideline. I figured Ebo was firing at some stuff.
Hey, bro, give me 1 second. I'm on the phone with Massimo right now. We're talking about the space. Massimo, give me a second, brother. Yeah, I was actually looking at the charts, dude. Trump's speech freaking just kind of made a little jump in the freaking charts, So I was just checking that out, see what's going on. But yeah, sorry about this, y'all. But if you could just give me 1 second, I just got to sort some stuff out.
Oh, no worries, bro. I just wanted to see what you had popping, man. Maybe you had some alpha for us.
Man, you guys are the alpha that I come around for. But just give me 1 second, brother. Just give me
No
1
worries, homie. Let's throw it to homie EAC. He's been here patiently waiting. This dude shows up every day. He wasn't even supposed to get to talk about his projects. We're like, let's talk about small caps today. Let's shine on the small caps and some protocols that are just getting launched, and our projects just getting launched. But I truly appreciate the support, EAC, and you sending it out to your massive LinkedIn following. That's huge. I think those are the people we really want to hit with this. I'm being real, like we talked about at the beginning, like all of us are on crypto Twitter. A lot of people on crypto Twitter know me and don't really even like me, right? Because I call all the bullshit from on projects and stuff. But like expanding is what we all just got to do to grow our circles and grow our money in general, whether whether it's through knowledge or growing projects. But EAC, man, give us the rundown. Give everybody the rundown that's never heard of what you got going on before, and then any new updates, fire them at us.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate you, and I appreciate how you keep it real. Like, I really appreciate that about you and Clutch. Like, you'll just tell me how it is, and that's what people kind of need to hear. And I'm built different. I'm not the average built out project. I'm built out on Polygon, and engaged to earn DAO, and really connecting what I see as the future of digital assets, like owning your digital assets through gaming. So the EAC token is a gaming utility token that powers the whole EAC ecosystem of gaming. So when you come into the Discord, we have tons of games. Like you're earning XP and leveling up just for chatting in the Discord. You're earning ownership of the entity that is EAC because it's a truly decentralized entity. I really believe in decentralization and keeping it decentralized. I think the centralized mindset of just pushing your blockchain, just pushing your business to win is really the wrong mindset. I'm really bearish on that. So that's why I'm bullish on Polygon, building the mindset that they can connect all blockchains through the ag layer. If you don't know about the ag layer, check it out. Aggregated layer, it's built. It's just a matter of getting the chains on it. ZK roll up, all the chains will be on it eventually. Base is the first one going to be added, but Base is a good example of like a centralized entity, just trying to keep it all Base, like pushing only Base meme coins. Like all blockchains offer something unique to different markets, and they offer different solutions. So having a centralized place, but for all blockchains, that's like true decentralization. That's why I'm bullish on Polygon. And, I'm putting the Polygon in the people's pockets. You pull up to the EAC Discord, you get a free EAC NFT and 500K EAC token. It's on chain, it's tradable. Never sell, shame. It's yours to do with whatever you want. It's not just a JPEG, the NFT, you stake it in the Discord. You're earning passive rewards just for holding that NFT. And that's really, I think, the strong future is the connection between meme coins and NFTs. We built the NFT collections, and all the funds go to a multi-sig wallet that's locked up for the treasury. We have $8,000 worth of POL in there right now. We're super bullish on POL doing like a multiple X here. Can't predict the future, but long term, super bullish on it because they're real like builders with integrity that are building like real tech solutions to solve problems. Just constantly in the space, like learning from you guys how to make money. Like I'm a profit maxi, so I'm not against, playing on other chains. I'm on Solana in the trenches too, playing with meme coins, but cycling the profits back into the EAC token. The EAC token, it's a reward token. It's like, I find what you got to do with the token, in my opinion, is give it as many use cases as possible. And I'll be continuing to do that as much as possible. So right now, the liquidity, if you hold the liquidity pool position, you get a biweekly airdrop of EAC. The more EAC you hold, the more you get in rewards every 2 weeks. You can take that EAC, you can swap it out to take profits, or you can stack it up and earn more. The NFT collection is mintable in the EAC token. So when people buy the token to mint the NFTs to put in the Discord to earn the reward, like people buy token goes up. So we'll continue to do that. We're pushing the collection. It's it's the collections just for onboarding. They're like $3. You get the EAC Alien NFT. It's Fire Art 10K collection. We're about like 4,000 into that mint. But yeah, I'll give you one free if you don't have one, because I want holders. We have like 750 holders, continuing to push that up, and I'm continuing to push the floor on those too. So as the token goes up in value, the mint price goes up, and then the floor price of the NFT goes up. I've been sweeping the floors. I got offers on the floor, so they're liquid. That if you want to sell your NFT, you can just sell it on the floor, and you can get back mint price. Yeah, so I'm the marketing guy for EAC. I was the original founder and the dev and everything, but as a DAO, I've been able to bring in better artists, better devs, and we all work as a team. It's all
That's pretty tight.
It's all volunteer work, and yeah, so yeah, just try to keep the shill short. I could go on and on and on. So much going on in EAC, but I just encourage you to kind of get in there. And I'm happy to promote projects, real builders in the space, doing things, but just get in the Discord, start chatting, start earning, start seeing what we have, stakeable NFTs too for EAC token, and yeah, just continuously just adding liquidity. That's the name of the game. Just make money and add it to your token.
That's the name of the game, baby. So for all of us or all these projects here that Kende were on Solana, I mostly trade on Solana. We've talked about this before, but for people that are new to the stream and haven't really heard a lot from you in particular yet, why building on Polygon as opposed to anywhere else?
So yeah, I'm fairly new to this space, if you want to call it, like 2 years, and I came in because of gaming, and I was just like hanging out, kind of. I was hanging out on Threads, like I was just trying to push Threads, the Facebook competition for X. I saw all these people with JPEGs, like just like they were giving me mass engagement. I'm like, what are these people with all these JPEG photos? So I was like, started looking into them and what they were doing, and I found the other side, so that kind of got me into like the gaming aspect of it, because I'm a gamer. And sorry, I think I lost the total track of the question now.
Well, why Polygon as opposed to
so
the action is on Solana?
Yeah, so I was getting into it, and the guy, I'm like, where do I start? And he said ETH, right? So I'm like, so I started my first kind of Genesis collection on Ethereum, and I was giving away NFTs on Ethereum, and it was costing me $25 every time in gas to give away NFTs. So I was spending a lot of money. So I found some friends, and they're like, we're all built out on Polygon, like it's penny gas. So I'm like, well, yeah, like let's migrate over to Polygon then, and yeah, kind of just Polygon found me, and I'm built out on Polygon, and it's just I'm proud to have been built on Polygon. I'm pushing P. I'm proud to push Polygon because they're just a team with integrity. They don't do things just for money. They do things that make sense. They do things for tech, like I got pump token. I see what the attraction is to degenerate gambling. Like it's fun. Which project's gonna rug you? Can you get in quick, get in fast, get out, make some money? But I don't. I kind of it's kind of, I don't know. Like I respect the game of it and stuff, but it's not kind of. It kind of wrecks the normies, like when they come in and they get wrecked. And I think that, if you're pushing a project and a token, I think you should have to dox yourself and put yourself behind that token. I think the majority of undoxed devs are like crooks that'll rug you. And yeah, I'm not like promoting launching. If you're a dev and you've launched 100 tokens in a month, like that's not really a great practice. So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to be like FUD Soul or whatever. I like all blockchains. And I'm not going to say that that pump, like that Solana is, or that Pump Fund. I'm not going to FUD even Pump Fund either. Like I own Pump token, and I think it's cool, like that they have the kind of degenerate gambling. But then again, I don't know. It's kind of, it is what it is, exactly what I just said. It's degenerate. It's not like real tech solutions, real future. What I'm here for is the utility of owning digital assets, being able to sell those digital assets on an open market. So I think that for that reason, I'm proud to be a pusher of Polygon.
Well, you might be ahead of the curve on utility. Maybe when the market truly starts craving utility like that, they make that rotation to Polygon, and you're there for it. So like you like a lot of times you don't want to chase, right? You want to build where it's going to run through, and so you might look into that, man. The more you show up, the more bullish I get on you.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, and thank you. I'll be here pushing P. I'm built out on it, but like I support all blockchains.
For sure, homie. Well, yeah, good to hear from you. I appreciate all the support. Just hanging out. You didn't come on planning to talk about your project. I kind of put you on the spot, but I wanted to give you a time to shine for just showing up and supporting all of us, man. You're a great guy, and we truly appreciate you.
No, I'm like, and I'm happy to pull up and support and not talk about EAC every time, but I'm never going to turn down a shameless shill. You know me, and hey Ebo, great to meet you. He's gave me some great pep talks too in the back end, and you guys really helped me be a better shiller, get to the point, and I want you to come back to me and say, with the hard questions like, why, how am I going to make money, and why would I buy this? So appreciate that.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
And girl, Bitcoin Barbie showed out it, and DTN too.
EAC, you're a freaking legend, bro. We can all give you the advice, but if you don't take it and utilize it every day, then it doesn't really mean anything. So just keep doing you, brother. For real.
No, bro, I take your guys' advice, and I learn, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, I like it's a hard conversation to have about Pump Fund, because it did really create a massive PvP situation, which in my opinion, and I said this a little earlier, I think that's what's holding up the alt season. I don't even know if we're going to see an alt season, and I know people are going to disagree with me on that, or they're not going to like me for saying it, but like the PvP shit has really fucked everyone. And the problem is that, there's so many projects that are doing the same thing, have the same type of vision, have the same outlook on how they want things to go, and they don't want to come together. And so all of this market cap is just being spread thin across all these projects, when let's say there's 3 projects that are doing the same thing, their market cap could fly because they're literally doing the same thing. They just need to come together. But there's so much ego in the space. So I don't know. That's just my personal take on the whole Pump Fund thing. I wouldn't feel bad about saying it is what it is. It's gambling for sure, but I think it's destroyed the alt season. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, that's an entire stream in itself to get into, and I agree 110%. But and on all levels, right? I think Pump sucked up not all, but a lot of liquidity that should have flowed to altcoins. And then it didn't flow in. It didn't trickle down like it normally did. Pump just right. Dumped every pump.
Well, and the other part of that is that right now this entire run is all institutional money. Institutions aren't getting into Pump Fund. They're not buying all these little shit coins. They're not doing it. It's not what they're here for. They're here for Bitcoin, Ethereum, major chains. And so I personally just don't see, as much as people want to believe the money is going to come out of the Bitcoin, and once Bitcoin dominance, kind of evens out or lowers, we're going to see a lot of this money fly into alts. And I just don't believe it. Alts are predominantly run, and they're run off of retail. And right now everyone's broke. There's no fucking retail. And anyone who did have money got PvP'd out.
So go ahead, Evo.
Yeah, just real quick to piggyback on that, you start to get these normies and stuff that see all that that money being made through the trenches, they go in and try to do that, get wrecked, and then they're like, oh, screw crypto, screw Web3. It's a big old Ponzi, right?
Crypto's a scam.
Yeah, exactly.
And these people who are doing this PvP shit, they are a scam. That's accurate. It's a scam. But the way I like to put it is like, there's so many people who just run into meme coins and they're like, they don't even know anything about it. What's the plan? What's the goal? Is there any utility? Are we just strictly running off of hoping that someone likes this fucking picture or this character? The problem is like, yeah, like you wouldn't, I give this example quite often, but like if I came to someone was like, I'm going to open a restaurant, I need money. And they were like, well, where is it going to be? Well, I don't know. I'll tell you later. Okay, well, what are you going to serve on the menu? I don't know. I'll tell you later. Are you giving me money? No. Why the fuck would you do that here? It's an investment. An investment is an investment across the board. And so the people who get into these casino plays, this PvP, pump fund, fucking launch coin deployers, I don't feel bad for them. I don't. You wouldn't do that in any other investment circumstance. Why would you come here and do that?
No, I want to make this conversation the topic for tomorrow. If you guys can make it back to the stream, because like I honestly think this is a 2-hour conversation. I hear all sides of it, and Timbo is in the back channel talking some interesting theory that I think he's got reason that he's saying what he's saying. So I want to get into it. Hope you can make it back tomorrow, Barbie. I hope all you guys can. And then Massimo, we're gonna look at his project tomorrow. I'm gonna stream some trading. So when you're trading, you're not always in the trade, right? So we'll have plenty of time to talk while trades are setting up. But we had Ebo join the stream. I want to give Ebo the final words of the episode, man. Ebo, I know you're out here crushing it, and you're another dude that shows up daily. I really think you show up every day. I can't remember a day I haven't seen you in a while. But what is your advice for somebody that's trying to, because I think there's a lot of people that are going to be fresh to coming into the crypto and particularly memes, but like somebody that's truly trying to come in, lock in and make some money, maybe not necessarily get rich, but make some money. Like what's your advice to somebody, the final words of the show? How can they come in and make some money being just fresh in the space, not knowing much?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that. Well, since I am a newbie and I have a good 6 to 7-8 months now under my belt in the space, risk to reward management, not over leveraging yourself in these trenches, knowing like when you're getting into these leverage plays, know how, like, don't just hopium trade. Have certain targets that you're hitting, study on the daily. You're going to have rough days. You're going to have a rough week, but just keep going. Don't give up. If you talk to anyone in any field that they try to get into, they usually don't make it because they give up after a hard go round, right? And each one of us in here probably has a story like that. So just do what you can. Don't set unrealistic expectations, and just get in with good people. Everyone in here is definitely good people. We all want each other to win, and yeah, God bless you all. I'll definitely be seeing you around.
Bro, you dropped so much universal game there. That's like, it's totally applicable to crypto, but even like outside of crypto, like asymmetrical risk, like risk reward, portfolio management, all that stuff. You can't go when you're playing with your money. You can't go all in on any one thing. You got to give yourself multiple bullets, multiple times to miss, so like that was fire. And then the other thing, like that I think is just like universal game is like, most people quit right before they find true success. Like that, all that hard shit you're going through, that's what's prepping you for success. Because when you make it through it, you learn so much that you're just bound to be successful if you make it through it and don't quit. And like that's so true in crypto, because like most people, they come in and like they probably didn't follow rule number one. They probably put everything in one player, like 75% of what they had. Then it rubbed and they're like, oh, I'm going to quit. But like, they spent 2-3 months in the space and learned so much to where if they just would have picked their head up, that next play probably was the one that won 100x and put them in the game and then some. And then number 3, the people, like you become your 5 closest friends, within 5 years, you're going to make 10% of your 5 closest friends, just because you're going to be around each other doing the same thing, making the same type of investment. So like all of us are vibing, you know, and we've all been doing this for a minute together at this point. You know, like I've been on Spaces with Barbie for like a year now, and Clutch for 4 years now, and now I got all you guys showing up daily with us. And in 5 years, all of us are going to be making a lot of money because we're making it together. So that was some real game, Evo. I love it.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I really thought it was like really elegant how you said sometimes you're gonna have good days, good weeks, bad months. You also mentioned that you've only really been in this for like, I think you said 7 months. So I just want to add on to that you're gonna have bad years, and those are the hardest ones, when it's like a full time that you're sitting there wondering if you're doing the right thing or if you should continue. But the answer is continue, because those bad years, I won't get too deep into my own story, but I went through some crazy shit and I got rugged on $1.2 million. And as a single parent who built that empire, that was like a gut punch. But as much as it hurt, all I took from it was the lessons that came with it. Why did this happen? How did it happen? What could I have done to prevent it? What can I do next time? All of those things are everything that happens that's bad doesn't necessarily need to be looked at as bad per se.
Right.
You can look at it subjectively as a lesson, and you can find what to pull from that moment. And so that's the only thing I wanted to add is like, even when you have bad times, don't necessarily deem them in your head as this is bad. This is like, this is a learning lesson. What am I learning from this right now? What am I supposed to learn from this right now? What is the lesson here?
Yeah, no, thank you for that. That's it's definitely refreshing to hear from you and anyone else in the space that's been here for a while. I am new to crypto, but I have a bit of years under my belt where it's been rough, and I've just had to keep going, but it's all been character building in a way, right? And that's exactly what you're saying. So I appreciate it, and it was good finally connecting with you a little bit. Thanks, Andrew, for having me up.
Oh man, every day, all you guys are welcome here. I'm gonna do this every day, and I'll if we get enough people that are showing up every day, I'll pay so we can get more people on the panel on a regular basis. We're wrapping up, but I saw the homie Index backstage. I had to pull him up right quick.
Am I live?
You're live. I don't know how long you were back there, but I just clicked the button.
Nah, I'm very busy at work today, and actually, so got to take care of the business that pays the bills at the house, But I've also been watching the chart, and we're going up like crazy again. It's nuts. So
that's why I wanted to pull you up real quick. I wanted to say congratulations on the pump, bro. That's been impressive.
Thanks, man. And you guys are great. I see Barbie here. Look at that Barbie. She does look like a Barbie. Very nice. How are you? EAC looks like EAC.
Yo, I
EBO
won
looks
some
like
index
EBO.
from Moon, bro, and it's great to get like a prize and watch it go up, bro, and getting those rewards too. He sent me enough, so appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. So what'd you guys talk about? I know I missed a lot of stuff, but anything good?
Well, we're about to wrap up, but we had Barbie come talk about Hodl Date and what she's got cooking with Clown and pretty cool stuff. We had No Knees drop his project that he's probably gonna turn into a real life pizza place. We had EAC talk about why.
So you want to hear something funny? We were talking about this morning because there's another really quickly. There's another person that's actually on my team. He owns a lot of Index, and he has his own project as well. And he has like gangsters and things like that, right? So what was this NFT thing like 3 years ago when these big companies were buying like land, and it was like Coke and
like metaverses and stuff.
Yeah. So I was talking to him. I said it would be cool, like if we were in that world and you had a pizzeria and Index was the bank and all that stuff. Like you can kind of make cool stuff out of all this stuff,
You can build it out.
That's what I was gonna say. This is like another thing. Like everyone, and no offense to you or anything at all. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But everyone wants to build their own metaverses. Everyone wants to build their own things. Why not just piggyback off of existing platforms? Give those people your business, save yourself the time and energy, and now you're both going back and forth because now let's say you're building for example, in Sandbox or something, right? Now you build in Sandbox, and Sandbox is going, oh, actually, this is also one of our partners. So now you become partners and you bounce off each other and gain more recognition. Like, I think the greatest example of this, and we see it in music a lot. Very rarely now do you see like a song come out and it's not featuring someone else. And this is a marketing ploy, because now you have the fan base of both those people coming together, as opposed to trying to get one, LP to sell. Like, it just, I don't know. That's just a personal opinion. Like I said,
Well,
take everything I say
one
with
thing about me, I'm not a builder. I don't know how to build shit.
Yeah.
So I actually pay for a lot of that stuff. So you are 100%. So I look at it this way, right? How much does it cost me? Everything with me is like, how much do I earn for that hour, let's say, and is it cost effective, right? Because I'm the kind of person that will definitely pay somebody that's smarter and can get the stuff done, or go into a different platform, or like like you said. So I 100 believe in all that stuff as well. It's why waste time and energy. Now, if you have something that's really, really cool that you can really improve on, that's a different story. But if you can just add on to other things and make them better, I 100% agree with what you're saying. I think time is money for me, and I think, well, for some maybe not, but for me, time's money, and if I can spend it the right way, I will 100% do that every time.
Well,
Well-
yeah. And then, again, the networking aspect of it, right, is like when you're working and building with a team, an existing team, you tend to get further. I can't remember who said it. I think it was
Barbie, we gotta wrap up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, you guys are good.
I apologize about it. Yeah.
No, you guys are good. I love you guys. Thank you for being so hyped to do this, man. Like, I promise tomorrow we can get into this, and like I just think it's that long of a conversation for everybody to say their piece, because I'm seeing some good stuff from Timbo in the back channel that I really want to be said publicly, because I think he's got some great thoughts. But thank you guys for joining in. Thank you to all the listeners for joining in. Do all these projects, and people up here a favor. Everybody up here has a project, something they're supporting, something they're working on. Repost the space for us. Just all these guys show up, drop some alpha for free, just because they want all they want is exposure. Exposure's free. So help them out. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about this conversation. Is there going to be an alt market? Or is liquidity too fractured? What's going on here? All that good stuff. And thank you, Gunner Trades, for reposting the stream. Just pinned it up. I appreciate you, Gunner Trades. So thank you so much, homie. But we'll be back tomorrow to do that. And then we are going to I just wanted, before we roll out, I wanted to show everybody Moonit, guys. If you don't know what Moonit is, it's the meme coin launch platform for 9gag. 9gag's one of the biggest meme platforms are. If a meme goes viral, AI automatically turns it into a coin, and it's tokenized, and people can trade it. It's a fair launch, and so I've been playing on there for a few days. My first meme went viral this morning, baby. It is Gamble. How perfect, right? And especially for me, a poker player. But Gamble, it's a picture of this guy right here, and he's calling the Gamblers Anonymous hotline. He's like, "Hey, is this the helpline for gambles?" And they're like, "Yes." And they're like, "What do you do on a 16 when the dealer's showing 7?" Right? So he's calling Gamblers Anonymous to get some help on actual gambling. I think this is a PVE runner, right? There was no supply. I was the first buyer just because it was my meme, and I knew it got tokenized, because I was like, oh, and so I bought a couple percent supply. Clutch bought a couple percent of supply, and then we threw it to the homies. So like, this is like truly organic. It's something I think Web3 people can get behind. I'm gonna push it and see if we can pump it. I'm gonna keep hollering at Moonit, see if I can get them to come on stream, and if we can get Moonit to come on stream, we talk about this, dude. We're gonna gig us in this, and once we get to parameters, they start doing buybacks. So that's what it is, guys. But thank you guys, everybody, for joining. I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in.
See ya.